Today we have unusual lesson. Our video is recorded in the open air because we travel a lot this year, and we decide to make a recording of the lesson in a beautiful place, which is the gate of Atacama Desert. So I present the style which is included in the new course, which is related to design research, in particular to the Waste Escape series, which I actually already introduced in YouTube as well. So besides, it's a research into fashion history, because I'm presenting the style which was in trend in the beginning of 20th century, in 20s of 20th century particular. So it's called robe style. And I show you some images. Dress with dropped waist, voluminous skirt supported by the pannier, takes its root in 18th century fashion, because it was using pannier or a petticoat behind the dress, or sometimes underdress with additional structures on the sides to make the skirt looks big. The style was popularized by Jean Lanvin. Other designers put efforts in evolution of this style. So what is actually this style? Long rectangular bodies and a big skirt, normally ankle length. So here is the dress, which is interpreted with minimalistic zero-waist approach, and it has this distinctive silhouette, which I described before. So, and here I was using two approaches. The pattern making approach, which was basically I work with certain widths of fabric, I cut the pieces, I cut all the patterns, so I assembled the skirt, I put it on the dress form, and then I added triangular pieces connected here on the waist. You see this one and this one on the front, the same at the back here. So, and I just simply drape them with pins. You can use pins or tie them, tie these pieces on the shoulders, and here on the side you can just simply decide on the feet. Yes, connect the sides of their bodies here, make it more fitted, or make it just simply a very rectangular shape. So, and that's it. So easy achieved skirt on this half-scale dress form. What I must mention about the skirt as well, so you see this gray color on the bottom part. This is a pieces, long stripes added from the other fabric, because I didn't really like the proportions of the dress when it was that short. Yes. So you may use also the same color to add the lengths, or you may use other colors, yes, to add the lengths and make it looking good in terms of proportions. So this cut I developed back in 2007. I created patterns, developed tutorials, and I'm selling these tutorials online with measurements for the skirts. And it was just simply a skirt, wraparound skirt. So, just skirt. Here I'm using this skirt on the drop waist, because we are using robe style silhouette. Yes, but the approach is exactly the same. And it works, because it creates this distinctive shape without any additional support. Yes, just simply playing with patterns, playing with shapes, with certain approach to pattern making. You see, you have, instead of additional heavy structures behind the skirt, you just simply have easy skirt here. So I will develop more of this style and make the course, a new course, which is related to design research and to waste escape series, which I'm still creating, and I love to do so. And you may look at our webpage, at our website, to find more of zero-waste design, more of tutorials, and soon I hope to have a new course as well. So we don't have the blackboard here, and I can't draw on the blackboard, of course, yes, because I also don't have a chalk. So we are using the local environment to present you the work. So I'm using sand as my blackboard, and I'm using a stick to draw. So we start from two parallel lines, and I closed here to create the edge, yes, of the rectangle that we will have in the end. So this will be one side of rectangle. So, and this is the width of our fabric. The width of our fabric is 90 centimeters, because the first example I made, I was using the fabric width 90 centimeters. So we start from the skirt, and I will draw a side of skirt pattern as a wave. So this is actually the trick that we are using to create this special cowl skirt that you can see on the mannequin. So, and before I start drawing the wave, I'm going to divide this distance here in half. So I will mark it here, and I'm going to add just temporary, right? It's not related to patterns. It's just to help you to create the wave. So in the middle of this actually width, we are doing another line to help, which helps us to create the wave. So we start from this point. So I'm going to create the wave line, which can be symmetrical or can be asymmetrical. It doesn't matter. So my sample was using symmetrical wave. So, and I start from here. Another line that you're going to actually use as well, you can make, instead of one line, you can make 3. All will be parallel to the selvage. Yes, this is another one. So the same distance from this middle one. Just this will help me to draw a good line, wavy line. So for orientation. So this is just for me. If you don't see, it's fine. So, and I start from this point, we go down. I try to create symmetrical one. So we go up, we go to the same line, to this line here. We go down, up, and the number of these waves can vary. I was using 3 big ones and 2 small ones. So we continue. So number 3, and I will finish here. So this is the middle. So I will come to the same point here. So this distance 45 centimeters, and this is 45. So I will make the line more clear. So, and I will now make the line perpendicular to the selvage. So just to explain to you about our skirt pattern. So basically we have the skirt pattern. So one part of the skirt and another part of the skirt. So we are going to cut through this wavy line to get the patterns. So this wavy line will be used as the waistline. And this particular wave will create these cowls that you can see on the dress form. So let me explain a little bit more about our wavy line. So, and what I meant by symmetrical wavy line. So basically I'm using the words which are related to physics. Here we have the wavy line. And I'm going to use the word amplitude. The amplitude is actually the distance between the top point of the wave to the bottom point of the wave. So this is our bottom points here. So, and this is the amplitude, right? This is the amplitude. This is number one. Number two, the wave length. So if you start exploring this wave, you will get various samples of the cowl skirt. You know, I give you this idea to understand you the range of possibilities that this particular skirt have. So, and this is only related to symmetrical skirts. If I draw the line absolutely without any orientation here, so I will have smaller wave here, bigger wave here, smaller, bigger, whatever, yes? So, and this will give you another cowl skirt variation. So once you finish your skirt, you will stitch this side with this side together, and you will get 2 times of this wave on your waistline, of course. So you will have this piece plus this piece stitched. So, and this selvage and this selvage will be your hemline. So this wavy side will be your waistline. That will be gathered. You will use hand stitches, and then when you push the gathers, you will get the size of your waist from the bodice. So now we are making a little bit different scale. So we have the pattern for the skirt, part 1, part 2. This is the skirt, yes. So this is a line separating the skirt patterns from the rest of the fabric. So, and I simply draw straight line here in the middle between these two, so parallel to the selvages, right? So, and I will draw another line here and here, just connecting the corners. So and now we have the pattern for the bodice. So this is the waist of the front. This is also the waist of the front. So this will be front details number 1, number 2, front, and this is the back. Yes, number 1 for back, number 2 for back. So waistline of the back, this and this, and waistline of the front, this and this. We have the full pattern layout with skirt, with bodice, and once you cut this, once you cut your patterns, you see clearly that we have no waste at all. So we have a very geometrical shapes of our pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles and 2 patterns for the skirt. So this is another sample which is based on different fabric widths, and this will be added into the course. So, and here I also play with triangles and just different shape of the cowl skirt. You see how big it is. And I added this belt, soft belt, which can be tied at the back. Yes. So up to designer. So big bow is advantages here. It's adding to the shape. So I will not spend your time on improving the bow, but you can see this and understand. So you see clearly the silhouette, and you see clearly the good shape of the cowl skirt.